Okay, so when last we met, we were working on our tauntauns. So let's review what the highlights and shadows layers may be for. If you turn this off, you can see there's a little bit of white on just the highlight layer. And what I'm doing here is I just used a brush, normal brush, and painted on a little bit of white where there might be light. Right? So you're kind of making your own light source. I also changed, bless you, the layer blending mode from normal, which it looks like that, which is pretty obvious. You could change it to lighten. That's not great. Overlay, still a little obvious, although you could take the opacity down if you like the way that blends, or soft light, and that looks pretty good. So soft light is our new layer blending mode, and what these do are change the way that the pixel information on this layer looks when applied against the pixel information on the layers below. So I'm going to also take the opacity down, bless you, and you can see that that starts to give a little bit of light. For shadows, I'm going to grab black brush on the shadows, just paint where there'd be a little bit of visual weight. So kind of guess right through there. And then I'm also going to change this from normal to soft light. You can see it just gives it that illusion of volume and roundness, and that works pretty well. So even if you did use gradients, that's what goes on the shadows and the highlights. The layer blending mode needs to be changed from normal to soft light, and then you can continue to experiment with the layer opacity. I used the white brush on here, just a normal brush, not your mixer brush, and then I used a black brush on shadows. Okay? To review real quick about how to make a gradient, let's select part of his outfit. Before I do that, I'm going to grab the brush and finish off his outfit there. Grab the magic wand, which is roommates with a quick select. Hold down the shift to add to the selection. Command plus to zoom in. You don't have to worry if you get too much, you can always adjust it. That's pretty good. Let's get some of his pants. Not sure what this, oh, that's the cord for the CB radio. Okay, so I've made a selection. G is the shortcut for the gradient tool. Click up here in the option bar. And let's see, what color do we want his outfit to be? Pink. I think so too. Okay, so let's grab this stop, and instead of making it black, let's make it kind of a sassy red. And then for the blue, let's click in the color, open up the color picker, and let's make that a bit of a sassy purple. And we don't really need this color stop in between, so I'm just going to select it, drag it off, select this black one, and drag it off. I do. I don't want it though. So I'm going to select it and drag it off. So then I also can add stops if I choose to, or move this stop to a different color, but I feel like that's a pretty good pink. And hit OK. And on the midtones layer, drag the gradient tool across. He looks good, right? And I can drag it any kind of way to get different effects. And then I can go up in the option bar. I can change it to a radial gradient to give him like he's burning in the center. Okay, got a couple of other different kinds of gradients.
What's the difference between the first one and that one?
They are, the first one is,
It's just a two-color?
let's see, no, they all have to do with the colors that you put in. This is linear, okay. This is radial. What is this one? Angle. And this is reflected.
Okay, because I always thought reflected and linear much the same thing.
Now, and also what depends is how far you draw this line. So if you just draw it like a little bit in like that, you're not going to get the full range. Or if you start in the middle and you draw it like that. So it looks pretty good. I'm going to hit Command D. Now I needed, this is a little piece of his pants. It does look like he maybe is bleeding in the crotchal bathing suit region. So what if we, I see your point now. We can go to gradient, maybe change this red to a deeper purple, and then maybe make it a little classier. Right? That's a little classier. It looks a lot less like, oh my God, I've been shot in the groin. Okay. So it's looking pretty good. We've got some shadows, got some highlights over here, and we have a sassy gradient over here. Okay. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to add textures to some of the parts of the image.